I've lived in Hamilton for 15 years now, and I've seen a lot of change in this city. I've officially been a social worker for close to 6 years now, but like many others I've met, I've been doing the work long before getting those letters behind my name. When I did my first degree, I found that I was disconnected from the broader community, lived in a bit of a bubble around campus. Hamilton was, those stereotypes you hear about, from the grittiness to the steel mills, and it wasn't until I finished school and really began living and working in different areas of the city that I really started to get connected to other people who lived here and became more invested in the community as my home. And this was, I think, formative in shaping who I am, my values, and how I viewed living in and working in the same community. When I went back to do social work, I knew I was interested in community-based research and community development work, but my experiences with it were sometimes at odds with the professional aspects we were being taught. So issues around risks or boundaries would bump up against core principles and values of the work, and at times, really reinforce those top-down, expert-driven approaches. I was lucky enough through my undergrad to have profs, colleagues, and one placement supervisor actually in particular who were able to really support me and challenge me to work through these tensions and look at ways to deprofessionalize my own professional mindset, and really look at ways to break down those walls to live and work in community and to be rooted in and guided by a set of core values and principles. And really showed me that true community work doesn't happen in the 9 to 5, and that as social workers we're called to do more, whether it's building relationships, challenging complacency, and really just embracing that messiness at times. Some years later, having worked frontline community development, policy environments, there's a number of people who continue to inspire and challenge me to consider those professional walls that I might put up. They remind me that to be grounded in principles of equity and inclusion means that there needs to be action, whether it's listening more and talking less, acknowledging my own privilege in the space I take up, organizing, or even just showing up. For anyone engaging in community work, it's going to look different how you approach it, but by getting out of our comfort zones as social workers and as community members, I think that's something that we should keep working on. There's going to be challenges as Hamilton continues to change, but as social workers, I think we're in a unique position to continue to reflect on and redefine our role to see how we might positively impact the community in larger ways beyond the function of our jobs, and really reflect those core values that guide our work.